Here at the Smith House, we like to build obstacle courses, and they could get big, complex, and costly to build, but it doesn't have to be that way. Today we're gonna show you 10 easy obstacles that you can build with stuff you probably already have in your yard. If this is your first adventure with us, my name's Jeff, I have 4 boys, and I believe that what makes a good dad a great dad is just getting outside and doing fun things with them. What we're gonna try to do to accomplish that goal today is build 10 obstacles that we don't have to buy anything for. We're just gonna use things that are already lying around our yard, which you probably have too. So let's get started. Alright, first up we have a balance beam. Now this one doesn't need to be very complex. All you need is something long and skinny to balance on, and some way of keeping it from tipping over or rolling away. Here we used logs and held them in place with rocks and trees, but you could use 2x4s, PVC pipe, you could even roll up some carpets. There is plenty of possibilities. We even added a second log to make it a double balance beam to make things a little bit more interesting. Another super simple one is a slalom. We used chairs, but you could use whatever you want. You just need to line them up in a line and then weave your way through them as you run down. Next, we're building an up and down bridge, and we're making this out of logs and a ratchet strap. But if you don't have these, you could use cinder blocks, 2x4s, and rope, or whatever you have lying around. You know that little tiny swing set in your backyard that your kids have probably outgrown? Well, building our next obstacle is as simple as just taking the swings off that. Then you're left with this bar that they can shimmy across and work on that upper body strength. Grab those lawn chairs again, but this time set them up in 2 opposing rows, find some string, rope, or yarn, weave it around like a spider web, and now you can work on your army crawling. Another fun one is going to be this hurdle run. Now, this one's made out of logs and sticks, and we tied it together, but you don't even have to take it that far. You could use 2x4s, lay some other boards or sticks across. You just gotta step over each rung as you run down. If you have an old ladder lying around, you could even use that. I don't know about you, but I'm gonna need a coffee break before I finish these last few ideas. Now we're going to set up some stepping stones, but don't stop at stones. Find anything you have lying around the yard that can hold your kid's weight. The weirder shape, the better, because that'll just make it more fun in the end. Spread all your objects along the ground in a path about the distance apart as your child's stride, and you have this fun stepping stone run. Let's grab those lawn chairs one last time, set them up in a similar pattern to our spiderweb tunnel, but this time we're going to grab a tarp or a blanket, throw it up over the top, and then tuck it under the edges to pull it tight. You could even add some rocks or other weights to help hold it down if necessary. The resulting tunnel will be a great addition to any obstacle course. Alright, our next obstacle might be my kid's favorite of this entire series. We took some string, or you could use yarn or rope, and we wound them around between these trees into a giant spider web. You can use trees, anything that you can tie rope off to will work. Going up and over and underneath, and just trying to wind your way through this web is a lot of fun for the kids. Who am I kidding? It was fun for me as well. That ladder that you have lying in your shed waiting for your next home improvement project would make a great obstacle as well. Just be sure never to let anyone climb a ladder, even at a shallow angle like this, without someone holding the bottom steady. You could set this up a few different ways depending on your skill level, whether you want to put it on the ground and walk on it, put it on an incline and crawl up it, or just walk up it on that incline. There's a little bit of something for everybody, depending how you set it up. Now you're ready to take a few of these ideas, put them one after the other, and you'll have the beginnings of a great backyard obstacle course that will have you and your kids having a blast in no time. There's literally hundreds of possible combinations and different courses you could build. And then you could start coming up with your own. If you have any great ideas, I'd love to hear them down in the comments. So I hope we showed you today that you don't need a lot of money or a lot of time to build a fun obstacle course in your backyard that will keep the kids busy and allow you to have some great, fun, quality time together. Until next time, get out there and have a fun-sized adventure of your own. If this is your first adventure with us, I'm Jeff, and this is my GoPro, stop recording. If this is your first adventure with us, my name's Jeff. I have 4 boys that make noise when I'm trying to film things. Whoa! I can't remember what I'm trying to say.